Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Oh, I'm reaching for my lip gloss. Hi, Jenny and Tracy and Tanya. I gotta get my lips on. Someone asked me in my Facebook comments why they had to watch me put my lipstick on, and I had to explain to them. It's my whole thing. So, I don't know what is up with that. Like, obviously they're not super fans. Hi, Franziska. Hi, Shelly. So, Shelly, like, is this early out legit, or is it like... My kids got out of school early today, and we're supposed to be getting 3 to 6 inches of snow, and there is maybe 1.5 inches of snow on the ground. And I'm thinking it was a little overcautious and kind of lame. So my kids are out, and I am just annoyed by it. I'm kind of feeling annoyed today. I don't know why. I'm not sure what my deal is. I kind of have been in a little bit of a funk. Maybe it's this winter thing. I think that might be it. I'm kind of over winter, although I'm happy it's snowing. Actually, after my Facebook Live, I should just go sit in front of the window and watch the snow come down. The roads weren't great. Well, one thing I will say is with Ella driving now, I'm a little more interested in the condition of the roads because it makes me nervous. Do you like them, Jenny? So, okay, I have to say I got new glasses. I actually got 2 pairs of new glasses because, of course, if you get 2 pairs, you get a deal. And so far, my husband's comment has been, it's taking me a while to get used to them. Like, what does that mean? Like, what is he getting at? I really don't know. Like, that's not, I like them. I'm not sure what the deal is. Yes, that angry face, you get it. I don't know. It's weird. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you like it. You wish it snowed here. You're in California and it's 70 degrees. Oh, Shelly, you poor thing. Oh my gosh. Am I feeling better? I don't know what is going on. I think with the weather and the fact, well, first of all, we had like 8 rounds of crud through our house, and I'm definitely over that. My husband has been coughing. My son has been coughing. If I hear coughing anymore, I'm gonna like, but I have not been feeling particularly great. So anyway, on a funny note, I butt dialed my 2 besties this morning. Like, video conference butt dialed them on Facebook Messenger, and that made me laugh till I cried, so that was good. I love this whole California thing. So I remember, I lived in California for 4 years while my husband was in grad school. We lived in Northern California, and I so desperately missed the weather. I missed winter. I really did. And I have to laugh because I would love a little sunshine and a little 70 right now, but I do actually like winter quite a bit. So I was talking to my sister. I think we've mentioned my family's from Minnesota, and my aunt actually lives just a couple blocks from the U.S. Bank Stadium where the Super Bowl was held, and she said she was really glad the Super Bowl was over because she was sort of trapped in her house, meaning that you can't get anywhere if you live downtown because of all the craziness going on. But my sister is really funny. she went downtown with her neighbor and her neighbor's mom and their daughter, and was just checking out all the stuff because there's so much stuff going on with the Super Bowl. And I think it's really funny because she said there were people that didn't have hats, they didn't have gloves, and they're outside freezing. And I said, yeah, it's kind of funny because the fact that Minnesota's cold in the winter is not exactly a nationally kept big secret. It's pretty well known that it's colder than I'll get out there. And it was actually particularly cold last week. So it was really kind of funny. You have an empty nest, Lisa? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just totally stopped in the middle of the story, and I hate when people do that. Where do you live? Wait, do I know where you live? Do you live in like Pleasanton maybe? I know exactly where that is. The only thing you cared about the Super Bowl was Tom Brady lost. So, okay, I have to tell you my football thing. I think I have, like, I don't know, I'm kind of over sports right now. And by sports, I mean professional sports, and in particular, football. I was telling my aunt this the other day because she was asking, I used to be, like, really into football. In fact, I was more into football than my husband, and he, like, played football in high school. And I think my football problem is I was sitting at my daughter's fall sports kickoff a year ago, so like a year and a half ago, and she was out there with her cross country team, and they were introducing all the fall sports. And so we all met at the football field, and the marching band played, and all the different fall sports they were there and announced and recognized. And then, like, the dance line did a number, and the cheerleaders did their cheer, and they sang the school song and all that. So, you know, all that school spirit stuff, great. But, like, the centerpiece of the whole night was the football team. And the fundraising thing, the whole centerpiece of that whole thing was the football team and the concessions at football and how much money that brings in. And I just got kind of frustrated. And then they talked about, you know, the academic record. And let me tell you, the academic record of the cross-country team is a lot different than the academic record of the football team. I'm just saying. Now, I know there are very intelligent, wonderful football players, but I just there was something in my gut that was like, why is football the center of all of this, you know? Like, it's kind of sick. And then I was watching this thing, I don't even remember where it was. I want to say it was on Facebook, but it might not have been. But it was actually about Ashton Kutcher. And he was actually speaking to, I think, Congress about human trafficking and how much human trafficking goes on in conjunction with football and professional sports. I think basketball is really bad too. So, all of that stuff said, I just hated that everything was revolving around football, and that as a society, we seem to think that the Super Bowl or, you know, whatever sporting event is just like the most triumphant thing. And I just am like, ugh. And then I see, like, the Olympics, and I think, well, okay, so many of those, especially like the smaller sports, you know, like bobsledding and badminton and track and, you know, like the little events, cross-country skiing, for instance. All of those sports are like, those people, like, sacrifice and work so hard. And do our professional players sacrifice much? Like, every weekend for a few months, but then they get paid gobs of money. And I don't know. I'm done. I'm not gonna go off on my football tangent, but just suffice it to say that the only football game that I watched this year was yesterday. And I don't know, it was all right. I wasn't invested in any of the teams. I didn't really care at all. I was invested in the commercials, and they were not that great this year. I'm just saying. So, long story short, I think ultimately what bugs me is the human trafficking part. That just, and maybe it's like all that Larry Nassar stuff, and I don't know. I just feel like, well, and then actually there's one other thing. So maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, there was a big controversy at the University of Minnesota, where the football team did some very inappropriate things, and I don't recall any of the details, but I remember it being bad, like bad. And like not much was done. And my cousin, bless his heart, worked for the football team, and he actually quit over whatever happened. And again, I can't remember. And so I guess all of that crazy stuff and all the, sports stars can get away with whatever. And I guess what I hate is that it starts at the high school level, and I hate that. Ugh. Okay, but I'm so done with my football commentary. Okay, so my cousin, he was like a crew person to record the practices and the games and stuff. That's what he did. So anyway, okay, so I have to tell you, I am having like the worst, between being sick and being off my game last week and still really not feeling 100%. I have no idea what we're going to do today, but I often find that is when some of my most interesting stuff comes out, so we'll see. I really did not mean to go on a football rant today, I have to tell you. I'm trying to think. I know I had a funny story to share with you, and now I don't know what it was, and I'm pretty sure it had to do with Carl. Dang it, I hate when that happens. So if I remember it, I'll certainly tell you. I also am just realizing that I did not do drawings for this week. So I'll either post them or we'll do lots of them next week. But I do have gifts already set aside for people, and I will have more gifts next week, so I promise it will happen. I do have a couple things to show you, so I need some fun. I think I need some sun. I need like some vitamin D to like penetrate. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so are you ready? I do have some cards to show you. I got the sweetest package ever today. Very excited to show you, because it did actually, of all the things, it did make me happy. So hold on, I'm just gonna grab my little, yeah, I keep my tote, my Facebook Live tote with all my goodies in it. So let me switch my camera around so I can show you, because this is really sweet. I am excited for the Olympics. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm really excited to watch the Olympics, and they start like this week, so that's super awesome. And oh my goodness, I'm messing with my camera. I gotta get I have a new stand for my camera, and I need to get it. Oh my gosh, your friend needed a sun lamp prescribed by her doctor. Okay, can I just tell you something that's really funny? So these new glasses of mine are bigger, like the lenses are rounder, so they're not like the narrower lenses that I used to have. And I'm gonna even flip you back. Look at this. So I used to look under my lenses to like read stuff, when you can't read the fine details of something, and I would go under, I would look under, or I would look over my glasses like this. But these new glasses are so big, I can't do that anymore. Okay. I like ice skating too, Sandy. That is actually my total favorite. Big time. All right. I did get a couple things in the mail. First of all, I got this beautiful card. This is from Crystal. Just double checking. I was thinking it was, but then I was like, oh my gosh. This beautiful card from Crystal. Isn't this gorgeous? This is with the Petal Palette stamp set, and actually bundle. So pretty. Life is so much better with you in it. It's so sweet. So Crystal is on my team, and I'm not sure if she's on here, but she earned a gift last month for her accomplishments on our team, and it was just so sweet. Janet, it is not time for bifocals. It is not time. Even my doctor agrees. I'm just in that in-between stage. Plus, I'm not emotionally prepared. But my doctor actually said I'm not quite there yet. And of course, I am holding on to that as long as I possibly can. Okay, then this package came. This is from Franziska, and she's on here. And I was so giddy over this package. Oh my gosh. So, first of all, it's from Switzerland. And look at all of these little chocolates. Isn't this the best? Like, they're emoji chocolates. And I use my emojis all the time. So I thought this was adorable, and it says, hello. So I think we probably need to have one right now, don't you? Because if chocolate can't make me better, what does the world come to? Ooh, that's good. European chocolate is good. Oh, it says Lindt. I like Lindt chocolate. These are yummy. So Franziska sent me chocolate, so of course we're going to be best friends forever. But she also sent me, this is so cute, you guys. This is a lipstick and a nail polish. And it's a highlighter. And this is a pen. How awesome is that? Oh my gosh. So I totally love this. These will have a special place in my office. And then she sent me this super cute card, which actually this really did make me happy. Look at this cute flamingos, that's what they call them. Flamingo paper. And then she put a little flamingo in here. Oh my gosh, I just thought this was so stinking cute. Oh, so this really brightened my day. Both cards. I so appreciate when you guys send me stuff. I can't even tell you. It makes me giddy. I send out a lot of mail. I think if Diane's still on here, she can attest to that. We send out tons of mail each week, and just getting a card or two in the mail just so brightens my day. I really, 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 really appreciate it. So, oops, I just dropped that. So, let me put my smileys away. Otherwise, I'll eat them all. I gotta spread it out. I gotta spread my, out my happy, joy. But, oh, thank you so much, Franziska. It is so, it's very humbling that you guys send me such sweet things. I really appreciate it. I already put them up with my my other lipstick thingy and my Diet Coke ornament because I love them. Actually, I think I'm going to put one of my smiley faces up there. So she said she had found, I'm going to put this one up there. She said she found the pen and highlighter at her, gosh, what did she call it? I gotta look. It's the equivalent of the dollar store, but she had called it something. The Frank store. Oh, that must be like French francs, I bet, because that's like $1. Huh. I get it. Anyway, so I'll post pictures of all this on my blog so you can see it later. Okay, so one of the things that I love is each week I do put a reminder post on my blog saying, don't forget, we have Facebook Live today, as well as what would you like me to demonstrate? And sometimes you guys give me really good ideas that I can make right away, and sometimes they're ones that like I need to put a little thought into. I've gotten a couple for things I don't quite have yet, like that cafe one. It's coming. I will get it probably on my next order here, but some of them are also very specific. Anyway, so today, since I had no idea what I was going to do and really have been struggling figuring out what I was going to do, I thought, okay, well, first of all, I'm going to keep really simple cards today, which I think is going to be awesome. And by the way, I totally, I have a log of the things that you are suggesting. So I love your suggestions. And if I don't do them this week, of course, I will definitely keep them in mind moving forward. But one of the ones was for a baby card, and what was the other one? The hedgehog stamp set. And so I'm laughing. I just pulled out a whole bunch of stamp sets. And then last week I had suggestions for the peacock set. So we're going to try and fit several of those in today. So I was stamping a card for a project that I need to have done next week, which or not that it was, I was working on this over the weekend. So I was stamping for a card that I'm posting on my blog coming up later in the week, but I didn't really like how this turned out, or it wasn't quite what I was going for. And when you see the real thing, you probably will understand. So I changed it up a little bit, but I still had this piece sitting here and I wasn't sure what to do with it. And it's super cute. So in fact, I will stamp it again for you. Oh, actually that'll work, but hold on. So I had this sitting here and then I was messing around with it. And so I thought I would take this from my, just sitting here and then we'll make something with it. But I wanted to show you how I stamped it because it's easy, but I have a couple of tips. First of all, I had to laugh because a couple of you asked for Valentine's. And I'm not specifically going to do Valentine's because basically every other blog post I have this week is a Valentine card. And I've actually done several already, but I'm looking for my ink pad. No, that's not it either. Darn it. Anyway, so I will have lots of Valentines coming up this week. So just hold tight. Okay, seriously, where did my ink pad go though? Well, for heaven's sakes, I hate when this happens. So I've got that ink pad, and then I need Flirty Flamingo, which is right here. But where did my pink pirouette go? Oh, here it is. Huh. You'll be shocked to know that it was under something. Okay. So to do this random stamping, which actually I've done quite a bit with this Heart Happiness stamp set lately, but sorry if I froze up there for a second. But I can't get over this. Oh my gosh, Deb, you're looking forward to the waterfront class? Don't worry, it's coming. I actually was working on that this weekend. I worked on a bunch of classes. I just need to get them written up and posted. I've been trying to catch up on my emails. I'm behind on all of that from not working like I was supposed to last week. So we'll get there. So I'm just taking my large stamp and stamping it all over in pink pirouette. And you can see I'm overlapping a little bit. I'm really just trying to fill up as much of that white space as I can. Okay, then I'm going to move on to my next largest stamp, which is the solid heart in Peekaboo Peach. And you can see I'm changing the direction, going all over. Like so, off the edges. Someone, I remember, asked me about the Stamparatus, if you could just not have any more, if you didn't need blocks anymore. And the answer to that is no. You still need blocks. And this is the perfect example of that, is if you didn't have blocks, you could not random stamp. And I actually random stamp quite a bit. So you can see I am overlapping my hearts. And I'm just trying to fill up that space. Now I don't want to cover it 100%. I do as far as the light colors are concerned, but not the dark colors. I still want each individual heart to be seen. But I think you get the idea. That should be good. Sometimes when I'm talking, I get stamping a little more than I want. And actually, we need to put a heart right here and right there. Okay, now I feel better. Okay, so I've got all of that stamped on my background, which I think is cute. And of course, you could turn this into a Valentine by just stamping a Valentine on here. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little hedgehog. So this is the stamp set called Hedgehogs. I know, fancy name, but it's so cute. And these little hedgehogs are actually pretty dang sweet. Ugh. I shouldn't say that because I don't need to be mad that they're sweet. But I'm laughing because this is so not my kind of stamp set. It's just not my style. But I actually really like it. So, oh, I did have one out already. So we're going to stamp the hedgehog. And here's where I think this would be adorable for a baby. So if you were doing this for a baby card, you could, of course, have these hearts in boy colors or girl colors or neutral colors. I obviously have picked kind of pinky orange, is obviously a little more girly. And then I'm going to stamp my hedgehog. And I really debated what color to stamp him in, but I think crumb cake will be good because I don't want it to be too dark, especially with this sort of pastel-y look. Okay, so we'll stamp this on here. There we go. And I remembered that this needs to be ringed. It's okay though. So we've got that. And so now here's where you can really change things up a little bit. So I'm going to grab a stamp set. This is Teeny Tiny Wishes. I've had this set so long it's in wood. Like that's how it came initially. That was the only choice. So there's a Hello Baby that you could stamp right here for baby. Or you could leave it blank. And one of the sentiments is here is sending a hedgehog your way. That's what this says. Here, I'll show it to you right here. Sending hedgehogs your way. I think that's really cute. But I was thinking we can embellish this with a little bit of ribbon. So I've got my, now I laugh because this is technically Blushing Bride, but I think there's nothing short of pretty pink pirouette in this color. It's not Blushing Bride at all. But we're going to tie a little, well, we'll just tie a knot maybe. I was thinking a bow, but maybe just a knot. So anyway, my point of this whole card is that I was using this piece that was just sitting on my desk. And I kind of keep a little collection of stuff that maybe I started working with, but it didn't fit my needs for what I was trying to accomplish, or I just didn't like what I was doing with it. So I leave little pieces like that on my desk quite a bit, and then I come back to them later, and often they turn into really cute projects, such as this. Okay, so I've got my little thing tied on here. Maybe a bow would be cuter, I don't know. This is not working for me. So hold on. In which case, I'm going to do this. I'm going to wrap this around with a glue dot. So you just never know where your inspiration might come from. Because let me tell you, when I started working with the hedgehog set, I definitely wasn't necessarily thinking hearts at all. And of course, I don't want to say I'm getting sick of hearts, because I'm not, because actually the hearts I've been making are really happy ones, and I love happy. But I just wanted something fun and cute with this hedgehog set. Okay, so I just put a little strip of ribbon there, and now I'm going to tie a bow. I find it easier to do it this way just because it's... Okay, now I'm going to show you the super anal side of me. I want the X's to be facing, so if I push the ribbon through how I normally do, then I don't have the right side. I get the dashes. So what I'm going to do is flip that over. Okay, so I'm going to twist that so that what pops through is the right side of the bow. Now it takes a little finagling. That's a word. Officially, I can't spell it, but it's a word. Finagle. So anyway, back to the Super Bowl though. I will laugh because I said, so are you at the Super Bowl, to my sister? And she's like, oh yeah. She goes, I'm sitting up here in the box with Giselle. And I said, oh, that's awesome. Send me a selfie. And she goes, we tried taking the selfie, but you know, Giselle was looking one way and I was looking the other. And you know how hard selfies are. So I had to laugh. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then when Justin Timberlake did that whole selfie thing during the halftime show, I'm like, well, geez, the teenage kid got a selfie. You didn't? Like, what are you doing? She was not actually at the game, by the way. Okay. But I did find it interesting. I follow a few celebrities on Instagram, just kind of for fun. And I had to laugh at the celebrities who were traveling to the Super Bowl on private jets. And I'm like, yeah, see, I just can't get into that. I don't know. Okay, I was trying to put a glue dot under this ribbon to hold it down. by the way, in case you're not so inclined, Gisele Bündchen, the Brazilian model, is Tom Brady's wife, who's the quarterback for the New England Patriots, who some people like, but other people hate. Just saying. Okay, so there's our card. Oh my gosh, this is looking, see, the bow is better, right? Okay. Finangle, Catherine, thank you. You're so efficient. You always help me. I love it. Thank you. Okay. Yes, Nikki apparently hates him. Nikki, are you from Philadelphia? Okay. Oh my gosh, Judy says that some of the private jets had to go to Wisconsin airports. Oh my goodness. Lordy. Okay, so I've got my little hedgehog on here, and I think it looks super cute. And then I happen to have this white piece that was just a little bigger, and we're going to attach it to that, and then we'll put it on a card base that's colored. But I think this is pretty stinking sweet, and I didn't even mean for it to be. Okay, so again, if you want a baby card, you can put a baby card on this. If you want a, like, Valentine, you could add the Valentine words. By the way, they're all in the stamp set. I'm just mentioning that. And then if you want just kind of a all-purpose card, I'm going to do this one with hedgehogs, because oh my gosh, that's so cute. I do love it. And so all of these will look cute on the inside of your card. And we'll just put a little piece of paper. And then I think I'm going to stamp this right there. It's really light, not just because I need to ink that pad. And then we're going to stamp this. Aww, that's cute. It is adorable and simple. That's what you get when I'm not prepared for Facebook Lives. You get adorable. Well, you certainly get simple. Adorable remains to be seen. I also have to say I really appreciated your comments last week when I was struggling with that waterfront card at the end. And you're like, well, good job for sticking with it. I'm like, oh, I know, right? Anyway. Yes, this would, Samantha, that's a great idea. This would be perfect for a get well card. I do like that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there you go, Sandy. I totally got your request in today. Not bad, huh? I think it is really sweet, but I think this is one of those sets that I will definitely continue playing with. I have a card in next month's card buffet using the stamp set. That's really cute. So yeah, I'm liking it. That was one of those sets that I kind of begrudgingly got because, like I said, it's not really my style, but then I started seeing cute stuff with it and I was like, oh, I gotta get it. So anyway, but I think the fun lesson in this is that this paper can be used for all kinds of stuff. So it would be really fun to play with. Okay, next, so let me get this stuff out of the way, because otherwise my stamp space is going to get really dirty. Okay. Next, continuing with the theme of simple and fun, I die cut a bunch of stitched shape squares and circles for today's video. So all of these I die cut in trying to come up with some ideas to use with these dies. And dang it, I thought I had more, that's why. I think I've shown you this before. This is a little coffee mug we got at Onstage last November. And I'm not a big coffee drinker, and when I do drink, I like to put stuff in like thermal mugs. For instance, this one, I'm not going to tip it, but I have to show you. I don't know if you can read this. It's really full, that's why it's got water in it. It says cup of happiness. Like, hello. I think I've shown you this before, but anyway, I like putting my drinks in there because they stay hot or cold longer. But this mug is so cute. But I've been filling it with my extra die cut pieces. Like, remember when I said stuff I'm not quite done with? Here's one. I made this. That's from the holiday catalog, the Cheers to the Year stamp set. I thought that was really cute, but I never finished it, but it's sitting in here so that I can eventually. Anyway, long story short, I pulled out a couple of these squares that I had die cut, and then I was like, oh, I need some other sizes. So let's get started with this process. So the first one I have, I'm going to use the window shopping stamp set. This set is such a good set. I think it's kind of one of those where I don't think you appreciate how awesome this set is till you start messing around with it. So anyway, I've got the big stamp in here that says, thanks for being a great friend. And I'm going to stick it to my block. And then I'm looking for my ink pad. I've got my ink pad. Ooh, I wish they were more like a TARDIS, larger on the inside than they look on the outside. What are you referring to, Catherine? I missed what I was saying about that. Like your stamp space you wish was larger? Because I feel like I always run out of space. You have to clarify that for me because I'm really curious. Hi, Renata from Texas. Okay, so thanks for being a great friend. Stamp in spaces. That's what I thought you meant. Totally agree. Well, actually, I think it's one of those things where whatever space you have, you'll use up no matter. Because right now I'm in the process of trying to reorganize, and I want to redo my my actual office. And this weekend I was doing a lot of cleaning out of stuff in preparation for that, because my friend Kelly is helping me get the process going. Here, we'll just leave that right here. Anyway, so we were looking at everything that I have and how much I need to get rid of, which it's quite a bit, by the way. And it's kind of like, oh, Dina, like, what are you thinking? Okay, so on this next card, I have a couple ideas, and we might kind of work with this card a little bit. But it is featuring the Peacock stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to use this color scheme right here. And here is my Peacock stamp set, which I think is super cute, by the way. And then we've got these little flourishy things. So I've got them, oops, somewhere I have them mounted. There's one, and here's the other one. So I was thinking if I put my card right here and then sort of had the flourishes coming out from behind, that might be super cool. And then we can kind of jazz it up. So let's take a look at what that might look like. And like I said, we might mess around with this a little bit because I think there's a few options that we might try out. Okay, so first of all, you know what, I have one idea. Hold on. So when I die cut these, this is the leftover piece from die cutting, and actually I forgot, I just remembered I didn't die cut any of these sizes because I had that on hand. But I'm going to use this as kind of a positioning template. So I'll take a pencil and sort of draw my lines in. Okay, and then now I know roughly how much space I have to work with. So I can kind of fit some of the stuff hanging out. And know that it won't show. Like so. Okay. And then when we put this on top, that covers a lot, but don't worry because we're going to fill things in, because in this stamp set are also all these teeny little words. Or, I seriously just said words. I was looking at the words as I was saying that. I meant teeny tiny little images, like these flowery things but as I was looking at it, I was like, oh, I wonder what the words are in the stamp set. Like, I wasn't paying close enough attention. Oh, dear. It's funny because my daughter does this where her brain is ahead of her mouth. So she'll be saying something, but her brain has already moved past what she's saying. And I think I might know where she gets that from. I'm just saying. It's possible. All right, look at this teeny tiny stamp. It's a little teeny one. It's so tiny, I'm having a hard time even getting it on a block, but there we go. Okay, so here is where I really want to pull in my aqua colors to just kind of make this fun and fancy. Okay. So look at that. Ooh, isn't that fun? Oh. And then we could do, let's see, we could do, look at this. I really want to use this teeny tiny stamp. Beep, look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh. It's like a baby stamp. So we'll add a few of those around. Oh my gosh. These are so adorable. They're so tiny. And then we'll put this over the top and see. Look at how pretty that is. Like, you guys did not know that's where I was going with this, did you? Oh my gosh. So let's pop this up, because you know I have to pop things up. And I think we can also add a few rhinestones to this. Isn't that adorable? And sometimes, you know, when I'm doing this, it's okay to like fill in a couple extra spots. Oh my gosh, did I just, seriously, I just got ink on there. What is wrong with me? Should have known that was going to happen. Okay. But that still looks pretty good. You can't tell that's there, especially when I stick my finger over it. We'll see if we can get some of this off. I always get questions on this eraser. This is a Tombow Mono Sand Eraser 512A. And you just rub it. I'm not pushing hard, I'm just rubbing on here to get rid of that ink, and it kind of sands off a layer of the cardstock. That's less noticeable anyway, so I find it was the edge of my my stamp, and I should have been more careful, but I was all excited about my card, and that's what happens. It happens, so that's okay. But I think this is a really pretty card. It's very simple. And actually, since we have these little stamps out, I just thought of another thing we can do with it. Usually, though, my MO for covering mistakes like that is to spritz, but I kind of want to leave this sort of simple and plain. But I'm going to pull out my rhinestones because they're so cute. Those erasers do work miracles, and actually, I'm trying to think, somebody sent one to me. It might have been Lois, as a gift, and I had no idea. Like, wow. They really were worth their weight in gold. You can find them like at fine art stores or maybe on Amazon. There we go. So I just put a few little thingies on there. So that's very simple. So I kind of like that. Now, what about something smaller? The other thing I was thinking of is I wanted to actually stamp the penguin. It's not a penguin, it's a peacock. Oh, I could just see a whole thing coming on. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay. I wanted to stamp the peacock. And I don't really know how peacocks go for sure, but I'm pretty sure they're something like this. Ah, did you see it? Okay. So hold on. In an effort to not freak out, me clean my stamp. See, this is why you don't gush your ink pads. See, now I got no ink on the edges and everything is going to be okay. All right, so I've stamped my peacock. And I want to stamp the feathers. So I'm inking them up in my Tempting Turquoise, but I feel like that's not very dark. That's okay. I want it to be light. Ooh, because you know why? I'll tell you why. I'm gonna grab, I'm grabbing if I can find it. Okay, a Pear Pizzazz sponge dauber, and I'm going to sponge some green at the bottom here, and then and then I'm going to sponge some turquoise. This is turquoise at the top because we stamped off, so I can get like a darker shade of turquoise. It's really funny. I feel like all of my ink pads all of a sudden need to be re-inked. Like something happened. Okay. So now I just need to line this up with what I've stamped already. So I'm going to stick my head in here so I can really get it lined up right. And hopefully this will be really pretty. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so there is my peacock. And remember, I stamped him on this because what I want to do is pop him up onto my card. Like this. Today, on the demonstrator planning, we have a website called the Demonstrator Planning Page. It's a Facebook group for demonstrators. And this lady posted this card she made, and it was amazing. I mean, it was truly gorgeous. And she's actually one of the Stampin' Up's Artisan Award winners. And she must have fussy cut like 25 of these curly cute things between these and these. I mean, it was like off the charts. I cringed just thinking about it. Oh, dang it. I did not want this quite yet. Okay, hold on. So I'm going to set this on my silicone mat since I pulled the backings off and I wasn't quite ready for it. I'm also going to trace this on here again because that was actually kind of a handy tip, wasn't it? So this is just one square smaller than the one I'm using. And that will help give me an idea of where I want my stuff to go, and it will also be covered up. So also all good things. Now this time, rather than using my pear, I think I'm going to stamp the feathery things in my aqua shades. So that's Tempting Turquoise and okay, so so there we go. There's a start. I cannot, whoever just asked, I cannot imagine cutting all that out ever, like not in a million years. And as you guys probably have figured out by now, I am a certifiably super lazy stamper. Like there just is no bones about that. This might be getting a little out of control, by the way. So we'll try and rein it in with this last one. But remember, we're covering up a bunch of this, so that will settle things down considerably. That looks pretty good. So I'll put this on here. And then we need a sentiment. So, and if I recall, there's something beautiful friend sounds nice. Or today is all about you. That would work. We could do that. I must say, I was not feeling my Facebook Live before I went on today, but spending some time with you guys always does help. Okay, hold on. I'm going to stick my head in the way again. Oh, that did not stamp very well. Let's see. I got to take my glasses off for this. How is that for some lining up skills? That, people, is why you take your glasses off, because you can see what you're doing. Oh, amazing. No, Wendy, she's a purist. She cut it out. All right. So I will, of course, decorate with a few of these going around because they're so fun. And I think we need a little Winkastella, don't you? Let's see. We haven't put any on here. And this, I think Winkastella is a great way to kind of add a little sparkle and embellishment to your card without a big embellishment. Which reminds me, I just am going to need to put one more. And I'm thinking it through first, so I don't ruin my card. Okay. So there we go. That looks super cute. Oh. And then put this on a card too. Now, the other thing is we should stamp something for the inside of both of these last two cards. Something just simple that ties it all together. And I could add ribbon to the top, but I kind of like just keeping it really simple. Not too much extra, but can you see the shimmer on the peacock? Okay, so let me pull back my other one. And then we're gonna make the inside for both of these. Just something simple. Like that. And then a few little thingies. And that's it. That's all we need. But it just adds a little something something to our card. And it's pretty. Oh. So, oh my gosh. Everybody is sick right now, though. I mean, it's crazy. Carl was out of school last week. I thought Ella was going to be, but she rallied and made it. There has just been so much junk going around. We were at urgent care. One of the times we were at urgent care, and the nurse was saying that they had like 20 positive tests for the flu last week. I'm thinking, that's a lot. Like a lot. Crazy. Okay, so then we can put this one inside this card. So just add a fun little thing to jazz it up. So I like that. Okay. So that is fun. Now, I really like these cute little thingies from the stamp set. So let me grab my cleaner. Sorry. I gotta clean. So what if we did just like some cute little circle-y things. Oh, and then I do have one other thing planned. And by planned, I mean that I thought we should use. That's as far as the planning went. So it wasn't really that far. But I thought it'd be cute. Okay, so what if oh my gosh, I seriously had my room cleaned up. You should see how bad it is right now. It is not pretty here. Oh my goodness. Is that dirty? Yeah, well. Okay. So, oh, I wanted to say, somebody said they wanted the rainbow set, and I really want to use that set. That's been on my list of stuff to make, but I did not think that would be appropriate for a Facebook Live tryout for the first time. So we'll come back to that, I promise. All right. Now remember how we had the little stamp set with the words and I moved that? Dang it. I shouldn't have done that. Well, okay. What I was thinking of is putting a little word across here. So let me grab it. Maybe we'll just do a baby card. Let's see. We're using the baby because that's what I pulled out. Okay, this would be for a gender neutral card because it's got all the colors. Ooh. So we're going to stamp hello baby on here. Okay, hold on. Not bad. Okay, so I stamped that in Smoky Slate. And then we're going to add the little flowers on here in each color. So I'm going to start with yellow. And then I'm going to use pink. At the top, and these are really, ooh, I stamped that wrong though. Really cute. And I might have to restamp this just because it does not look particularly good right now. And we'll do little blue ones at the bottom. This was cuter in my head. Okay. So now, while this might not have come out exactly how I had intended, we'll put it on our card. Like so. And then we're going to use a little of this ribbon underneath with my favorite little zigzag. And by the way, never mind that I'm covered in ink and I'm making like white on white cards today. You just never know what's going to happen. Okay, and I might, like when I'm off camera, I might restamp this just so it looks a little cleaner. But we'll pop this up yet again. And then I have one more card to make. So look at that, it's so cute. Now we can put this, I'm thinking to really keep that gender neutral look. Put it on a So Saffron card. Oh, so cute. So now here's another baby card. What did I do with my... There we go. So cute. Okay. Now, ooh, I did also think of one other thing. So let's see here. We might have to do another card. So one of the things I thought of was, let me get rid of some of this. Right before I went on, I die cut a few little die cut pieces because I thought this would be a lot like those little flourishy things from the stamp set. So, oh, but you know what? Actually, I did have another idea for this. And actually, I think I need 2 of these, but let's see. We could rip them apart. These are from the Petal Palette Suite. And, ooh. So let's see. I need Pool Party. Some things are just meant to be like the two of you together. Okay. So what if we popped this up? Oh, my dimensionals are just right next to me. I should know. I mean, hello. We're an hour into Facebook Live. Like, my dimensionals aren't out yet. That's just crazy talk. I can't believe my kids haven't come in here. They're both home. I would have figured them for crashing the Facebook Live party. Okay. So I'm just kind of figuring out where I want these to go. And then I will place them on here. Oops, we got to trim this off because it looks goofy otherwise. I don't like how this sticks out. Maybe we'll rip it a little further. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick this down and then I'm going to tuck the rest kind of in the way I like them. And to do that, I can take my little silicone mat and adhere the different pieces because my adhesive will only stick to my paper. So I can just kind of tuck these little pieces in like so they don't look goofy. That looks kind of cool. I can even tuck. So this is just that one branch that I've kind of ripped into several pieces now. Just to make it more visually appealing for this process. Okay, I feel like I'm missing a whole bunch of comments here, so let me scroll back. Okay. Do you like Emerald Envy? Would you buy at this point? That's a good question. Oh, you guys are asking about words. Yes, Teeny Tiny Wishes is current. It's just mine is kind of old. I'm out of focus. Oh, I hope not. Better? Okay, good. All right. So, again with this, I'm going to stick this just onto a piece of white. And look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. I think I'm glad that you like how I stamp on the fly. I wish I could stamp on the fly like when I needed to get deadlines done a little better, because for some reason I seem to do it well on camera, but not so well like when I really need to get stuff done, which is kind of annoying. Okay. So then we'll take and just put all of this onto a card. So basically today's video was all about how to incorporate some really simple elements, which are just white squares, into our card making from the Stitched Framelits. Stitch Shapes Framelits. I have one more idea for this. Hold on. It is to put a fancy layer in there, but hold on 1 second. Because this is like a wedding card, I think. We're going to put a little Dazzling Diamonds paper in here. Now that makes my card fancy now, doesn't it? Ooh. What do you guys think about that? By the way, I did find it challenging to cover up that entire piece of glimmer paper and not have cut something out of the back. I probably would have. Oh well. Okay. By the way, I have a feeling my focus problem might be the fact that I have this stack of ink pads. I almost said stink pads sitting right here. So let me get this out of the way and hopefully that will focus better. There, I hope that's better. Okay, so isn't this gorgeous? Just so shimmery and pretty. I really like that part. And of course, you know where I'm headed with this. We can totally add some rhinestones. Okay. Just to jazz it up a little. You know, I used to be able to place these with my fingernails, but not so much anymore. Ooh, I think you guys might like this one. I could be wrong, but I'm just feeling it a little. Oh my gosh, it stuck to me. Oh, the adhesive didn't come off with it. That was my bad. Kind of got to make sure we need to... Oh, they're connected still. That's probably why. There we go. Don't you like the running commentary as I pull off my rhinestones? This is a really pretty card. I don't even think I know anybody getting married. Nobody I know gets married anymore because they're already married. I do know some people getting divorced, though. That's not good. Which makes me sad. Okay. There we go. That's pretty. Okay. Do we have time for one more? What time is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to make one more quick card, but then I need to be done because I just want to sit down. Where is, I thought, I thought I brought out a different stamp set, but maybe not. Darn it, I did not. I thought I had pulled in a stamp set that I had, that I was using coming up. Well, okay, actually, I just thought of something else too. I've been really itching to play with this set. So I think it's time we did it. Okay. Oh, I have to laugh. I think my friend Barb cut these. She did a nice job, but we're going to just trim them a little more. Okay, so this Magical Day stamp set is just like ridiculously cute. It just is, I have to say. So I have wanted to play with this since the pre-order because it's so dang cute. And actually, maybe I should not be doing this. I think I might need to use, the unicorn. I wanted something cute and sweet, but I think we're going to have something medium-sized and sweet. And this is in honor of my dear Andy, who I know is on here. And by my dear Andy, I'm not referring to my husband. I'm referring to one of my downline members, Andrea, because she is a big fat unicorn lover. Loves them, loves them, loves them. And I am right there with her. And Andy's so cute. And I think we'll have to boop something in remembrance of her. Okay. I'm saying remembrance of her like she's dead or something. No. This is what happens when you, like, just talk unfiltered. Bad things. Okay. So, there we go. So, you can see I was cutting this, but I make sure that the foam does not get undercut at an angle like this. It stays solid. Okay. And Andy's mom is on here, too. She knows. Okay, so I think it would only be natural for us to use this. All right. So I'm going to take one of my big squares. Sorry, it took me so long to dig that out. And then I'm going to also use my black memento because I want to Stampin' Blend color this. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. All right. So then we're going to take some of the light colors. We don't want anything too dark to color in like the mane, rainbow colored mane. So I'm going to put my colors in order here a little bit. And we'll just see where we end up with this. Oh my gosh, this is just so cute. Andy, are you still on here? I haven't seen. Oh my gosh, are you guys talking about anniversaries? Oh, so awesome. 47 years. Like, you've been married 47 years, Sandy? Or you're 47 years old? Because it could go either way. That's awesome. I celebrated my 20th anniversary this summer, and I thought that was pretty good because I didn't kill my husband. I mean, that's something to celebrate, right? Okay. Now, as everybody knows, unicorns, so cute. Unicorns sparkle. I mean, obviously. Okay. So we're gonna make the unicorn horn sparkle, and then the little butt should probably sparkle, and then the mane, of course, will sparkle, and tail. All right, and then, so it says, I hope your day is magical, but that's, I don't know if that's like what I want. I'm thinking, though, ooh, I know what I need. Oh, my sequins are in the other room, dang it. Hold on, I'm going to grab them. Sorry, guys. But my sequins were in the other room and we have to use them. Okay, gosh, can you even stand my hands? That's terrible. All right. So I don't know what to stamp for the sentiment. Do you guys have any ideas? I want it to be fun. But I'm just not sure what yet. Okay, this time we're not going to take the backing off quite yet. But we are going to find our ribbon and put a little more ribbon on here. These are happy cards. That's good. I try. Oh, they're happy hands. I try. I try that too. So, I like this. I should probably actually throw some sequins on here. Oh no, well, okay, never mind. Sorry. I'm thinking out loud and it's not going well. I was thinking I should, I don't know. Are the sequins right for this? Sometimes I like sprinkle a few on just to see if that's good or not. Yeah, these could work. Okay. So we'll move those over and get my fine tip blue pen. Shine bright like a diamond. That's a good idea. Thank you, Emma. Okay. So I just put a bunch of dots on here. That was pretty good. Usually it's harder to get that needle in. Okay, so then I'm just going to pick up my little thingies with my China marker. and stick them on like so. I'm trying to find like the more pastel ones because some of these are kind of bright. But I think if there was a card that was made for these sequins, this might just be it. I'm just saying. And then we'll put this teeny little one right here. So cute. Oh my gosh, isn't this kind of awesome, actually, as I'm making it? I know that's kind of funny to say, but I must say I'm liking how this turns out. See, when I don't have projects planned, like, good things tend to happen. Okay. There we go. One more. Okay. Oh my gosh. Cute. It's good not to rush into marriage. Man, what? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh my gosh. I really like this card. I think I'm going to go with just a white card base because it's so pretty. I don't want to detract from the rainbow effect that we created. So we're just going to stick with a white card base. You can see I have an entire card's worth of space to work with, and I'm just going to put these back and put the lid on before I spill them all over, because that would just definitely put a damper in my whole afternoon. I'm just going to say that. Okay. So I hope you guys like this card. I don't even know that I need to put, maybe I'll put You're One of a Kind on the inside, but I think this is just fine as it is. I really like this a lot. Oh my gosh. And we'll put maybe You're One of a Kind on the inside, because that's sweet. And I'm thinking we'll do that in Smoky Slate. Okay. Boop. Now it's complete. Oh my gosh. So I hope you guys liked this card. All right, I'm going to bring in everything. Like, seriously, I will take a picture so you can see the crafter math, because it is not pretty. Things are falling. Not good. Oh my gosh, and Siri just...
I couldn't find seriously. I will take a picture. You can see the crafter me because it is not pretty. Things are falling in your music.
Can you guys hear that? So my iPad is sitting right next to me, and Siri just popped up, and she said, and I'm not even kidding, and said, I couldn't find, quote, seriously, I will take a picture and you can see the crafter me because it is not pretty. Things are fallen in your music, comma, Dina. She could hear what I was saying. It kind of freaks me out a little bit that Siri can hear me talk and that she answers. I don't like that. I think it was because I said seriously, and that is what prompted her to respond to me, which is terrible. Because, warning, language, Siri's a bitch. I don't like her. Okay, anyway, so let's get back and show you all of the cards that we made on a day when I had nothing planned. Because we did not have bad. You can see they're generally the same layout with the exception of the heart one. That was already kind of done, but we just took those stitched shapes and kind of went with it. But I seriously am going to take a picture of this. I wish I had a before picture because it was actually somewhat tidy before I started stamping today. But these are our cards. Oh my gosh. It does creep me out, Jenny. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Okay. So, now that I hope you guys liked these. They turned out pretty good. And to be honest, I really was not I just did not feel the love of Facebook Live today, but it really turned out okay. And I think it's because you guys are so wonderful. So thank you so much for that. All right, I'm going to pull out my Sharpie marker because that's kind of how I roll. So first of all, thank you. Don't forget to share the video. And order with host code 4A4DRT62. And then, of course, when you spend $50, this $50 plus, you'll get a free online class. It'll be my card buffet for January. The online version. And that is, by the way, something I charge $25 for. VALUE. And if you spend $100, or no, we'll say $75 plus, you will get actually, you know what? 75. I'll go with it. You will get the pre-cut cardstock for this class as well, plus the online only version. Does that make sense? I hope so. So, and this is going to be on my blog as well, so you can check that out. We'll be back here again next week. But if there's anything you'd like to buy, please, for any of these amazing cards, please shop my online store. I would love to be your demonstrator. It would help me so much if you order from me. I am working my way to $1 million. Did you guys see? I posted that I earned my $800,000 pin from Stampin' Up. I actually hit that in December, but I just got the pin in the mail last week, so that was kind of fun. I posted it on my blog, so that was exciting. Or not on my blog, on my Instagram, and this page you're watching. So my goal is to hit $1 million in the year 2019. So I am on track. I'm hoping to do that sooner rather than later, because that would be pretty exciting. Anyway, so your free gift this week will be, you have until Sunday. And I'm not sure what day of the week that is. Sunday, February, let's see, what's today? Today's the 5th, plus 7 is 12th, so I think it's the 11th. But you have, if you spend $50, you'll get the online only version of my card buffet for free. If you spend $75, you will get the pre-cut cardstock mailed to you as well. And by the way, this class will be available next week, maybe sooner, but it will get emailed next week. Just so you know the timeline on that. So I'm very excited about the projects. There's so many good ideas. And by the way, all of the stuff in the pre-cut cardstock includes like all the die cut pieces you need for the class. So it's kind of an awesome deal. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed these projects and they've inspired you to get stamping, and that even really simple cards can be kind of awesome. So there you go. And here's this. That host code, by the way, is all over my blog. You can't miss it. It's February's host code, so it's pretty easy. So anyway, thank you guys so much for stamping with me today. It was wonderful, and I'm going to go back through those comments because I know I missed some important stuff, and I will answer any questions that didn't get answered. But I hope you have a great day. We'll see you again next week. Bye, guys. Mwah. Love ya.